All right, so we've got another audio plugin spotlight for you today, and this time we're going to be looking at how to work with a plugin called Weaponizer by Krotos Audio. So this is actually probably one of the most useful plugins that anyways, in my opinion, that they've made, and it's basically a sampler. But it's a special type of sampler. So I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works and how we can use it to, let me just get the video clip over here. Basically, sound design, this video clip of a man shooting a shotgun. So all of that coming up. Stay tuned. Now, I've developed a totally free mini course called The Threshold. It's designed to equip you with all the tools and knowledge you need to record industry standard dialogue, implement high quality sound design, and integrate music seamlessly into your own audiovisual projects. You'll also learn valuable high demand audio production skills that'll help you take your career to the next level. So after this video is over, I want you to go down below and check out the link in the description box to gain access to this free mini course and to a dedicated community of audio professionals. Okay, let's get back into the video. All right, so we've got Weaponizer open, and like I said, what's unique about this sampler, as I like to call it, is that you can separate samples. Well, not only can you layer the samples, so you have 4 slots, but you have basically a 4x4 grid, so you can layer them, vertically in 4s, but you can also layer them horizontally, like across time, and that is basically separated with the onset, the body, the thump, and the tail. So obviously this is mostly catered to guns, that kind of thing. So, you have the tail of the gun, the reverb, the body would sometimes be the reload or the pump, in this case, since it's a shotgun. But you can essentially use this to customize. I mean, you can customize your own, I guess, kind of Foley instrument, sound design instrument. I don't know what you want to call it, but you can create it. You can load in your own samples, and you can make what you will of it. So you can really separate your sounds. And basically how it works, it is a software instrument, so you'll have to load it on a software instrument track. And you're basically using the high C notes. I'm pretty sure it's C4. So starting from C4, you'll have the master. So it's all of the layers. So the body, the onset, the thump, and the tail. And then C sharp would be just the body. D is the thump. And this one, I'm not sure. No, actually, it's D sharp. That's the thump. D is the body. C sharp is just the onset, my bad. So C is just the master. So as you can see there, you have these 4, they're all lighting up. When I press C, when I press C sharp, it's just the onset. D is just the body, so in this case, it's the pump action. The thump is just, the thump, pretty self-explanatory. And then you have the tail, which in this case, it doesn't seem to have a tail. So if we actually navigate to the tail, see, there's nothing there. So there you go. So there you have it. But that's pretty much it. So that's cool. So anyway, so now we're going to actually record an example. So it had, like I said, software instrument track, you arm it, you hit record, and now it's very easy, right? It's just one shot. So let's go for it. Let's try to get it in one shot. Okay. So I'm going to redo that because there's a little thing at the end, right? Or maybe in this case, it's actually, so you actually have to hold all of them. So this time I'm going to hold C sharp, D sharp. Yeah, C sharp and D sharp. Right, so you get the onset and the thump. And then I'm going to just do the body. Because otherwise, if I do all of them at the same time, which I'm not sure if it happens. Let's actually look at that. See, he's not pumping it there. So see, these are things, that's why a plugin like this is really cool, because you have like maximum control and you can just do it quickly like that. If it was a, gun specific thing. So it gives you a little bit of a video game-esque kind of interface, control, which is really cool actually. So let's try that again, and this time we're going to separate the actual shot from the pump, which happens afterwards. Almost got it, but that's completely fine because then we can go into the media editor. Let me just pull this out of the way for a second. So what do we have over here? So basically these guys. So what you can do is you can just drag him. So, and this is what's really cool about Pro Tools is that you can actually just get really right on the frame. So right there. So not bad. It's, obviously it's not perfect and you might have to load different samples. This is just a preset that they have. It's called Pump Action Shotgun in a Stairwell, but you have others. You have a lot of presets for weapons. And this one will be in the real world and you see shotguns and then you have, right, I use a pump action, but you have different types of, variations of it. Like I said, and you can always create your own, load in your own samples, but you can also do things like footsteps. This is the only thing I want to go over because I'm not going to get into everything, but you have different categories. So you can do a little bit more than just weapons with this. But the footsteps I find interesting because I use a plugin and I'm most likely going to make a video about it. It's called the Edward Ultimate Collection, which is a Foley instrument design. Well, that one is designed for footsteps. But what I like about doing it in a Weaponizer is, and I don't know if you noticed, I guess you probably didn't notice, but the notes are actually velocity sensitive. So you see, so the harder you hit. So Edward Collection is not like that, but Weaponizer, you can actually get really like into the dynamics of the footsteps. So if you want it to sound more human, which I still think they do in Edward Collection. There's ways to get around that, but this is really like, and you're hearing a lot of my keyboard too. But anyways, so that's like one thing I wanted to bring up. So that's pretty cool. And once again, if you have a lot of like, in your sound effects libraries, you have like one shots of footsteps. And by the way, you can actually select the part of the sample that you want to use and the layering and everything too. So anyways, very cool. And you can change the speed, the level. Like, I think this is an absolutely awesome plugin. The only big caveat, and this is something Krotos still hasn't resolved for both this plugin and Igniter, is that you need to load them if you're using Pro Tools in Rosetta, or I guess any DAW, because it's not compatible with the M-powered processors from Apple yet, and it's been a year, and I've actually emailed them about this a year ago, but anyways, that's enough with that rant. So that's basically it, guys. So I still highly recommend this plugin. If I find something similar that is, cheaper, because this is pretty pricey, I'll let you guys know. But like I said, I worked with this for about a year now, and I kind of like it. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more audio plugin spotlights just like this one, and we'll see you in the next one.